I mean, who's hyped after that intro, huh?
Wow.
Is it just me?
I feel bad
just
that
me?
it's us. Jeez.
John, were you upset that it ended so soon?
That was insane. Like, I am so fired up right now. Like,
See?
I'm blown away. That's crazy.
Make a longer version. We can make like maybe a 15-minute version.
I think that's what John was thinking. This intro should be longer. That's the old man, like, rave, I think is what they call it. Is that
it looked like you on the DJ? Looked like you a little bit.
The last DJ or the first DJ? You're saying the last DJ. I know what you're trying to tell me.
No, the first DJ looked like you.
Let's be honest. I was probably closer to the last DJ than the first DJ. But guys, man, happy Thursday, everybody. Let's say hello to a couple people. I kind of suck at saying hello. So I'm going to get to, if I don't say your name, you're loved just the same. I'm just going to say that right now because I'm going to try to go through it quick. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to have an amazing evening. If you guys are joining us on time, fantastic. If you're watching on the replay right now, trust me, this is their best PFO we've ever put forward. You got to watch to the end, though. Just saying. If you're watching on the replay, trust me, it's good. Okay, Monster Pete, you're never too early. I mean, you're only here an hour early. That's fine. Andres, hello. Chris, I hope you're having a great evening. David, I know David was pumped up by the music as well. I could see he was excited as the intro had played. Riley, hello. Charles, welcome in, my friend. All things Gus, happy PFO. Happy PFO to you as well. NYCC, we'll talk about that as soon as I finish the hellos.
I can't believe we're talking about NYCC already.
Yeah, it's right around the corner at this point. David, hello. Pop Funko UK, hello. Randy, good to see you here again. Jetman, hello. Hi, Shy Guy. Welcome once again. Sam, hello. Jetman, you know what? Thank you for being a part. I forgot it was even, like, I'm saying this right now, and I'm like, thanks for being our channel member, which feels weird to even say it. Why do I not, like, connect it to? When I see channel members, I just assume we're all, like, all together here. But Barry, thank you so much. 19 months. Oh, you guys share an anniversary with us. Thank you. I appreciate that, Barry. I be popping. Scott, what's up? You know, we finished trade the other day. So over at Whatnot the other night as well. Life with Kaya. Hello. Hi, Kaya. How are you doing? Tommy, Sheila, Laney, Brian. Guys, oh my gosh, so many people. I'm not even gonna be able to keep up. Guys, welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Guys, how was your week been so far?
I think you got a new member. You got a new channel member, Vern Gray.
Did it skip right over that? John C. I'm gonna get good at it. Listen, this has only been what? Are we on year 3 or 4 yet? 4? I'm gonna figure this out one day. Vern, thank you so much for being a channel member. I am gonna give you a nice. This is just tea, unfortunately, but I'm going to give you a good salute. Thank you so much for joining here this evening. I appreciate you very much. So, how's your week been, guys?
Super good.
Oh, that good, huh? That's fantastic.
No, it was very stressful. Very stressful.
John, I told you have to be upbeat today. I said, you got to bring this positive energy. I mean, I'm exuding. Exuding? I don't know if exuding's the right term for that.
No, actually, if I can be real, honestly, as some people would say, honestly,
this is the channel to be honest on.
I'm
glad you just said that.
I feel I feel good. Life around me is crumbling as we speak, but like I'm in a good mood. Like everything else is terrible, but I'm good. So.
Okay, so you're feeling like an adult. Congrats. I'm glad you finally made it here. Do you know what I'm saying, John?
I had to, it wasn't really like a damper. It was actually exactly what I expected. So my Jeep's been making a weird noise. Finally figured out what the weird noise was.
Jeep, I think,
yeah, exactly. Like it wasn't bothering me. Like the Jeep still runs. Like it is what it is. Okay, now it makes a weird noise. Figured out what the Jeep's weird noise was. $1,200 later, we got it replaced. It's all good. Doesn't make the noise anymore. But you know, it was really weird. I think yesterday I became an adult. I think yesterday was the day. Up until this time, like I've just been faking it till I make it. Yesterday I made it. the mechanic or the guy, the guy who owns the auto body shop, he told me it was going to be $1,200, and I didn't even flinch. I was like, you know what? That's what I expect.
You're like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
I
like,
just
It's
expected
actually
to
a
get
deal. Maybe.
No, it wasn't a deal. It was just like it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was like okay, like you got to.
You might have graduated right past adulthood into old manhood, where you just don't care anymore. And congratulations to that club as well, because that is a fun place to be at. Also, do you know what I'm saying? But
Well,
yeah,
I knew it was coming because like over the weekend, we did a couple extra shows. We worked really hard. We felt good. We sold some extra items, and I was like, I feel like there's a financial grenade coming, and then it came, and I was like, all right,
came.
So,
you expect the worst, and you got the worst.
Yeah.
You yell at any kids lately to get off your lawn? That is the biggest question.
He's got a lawn now that he could do that with.
I do. I think what we're gonna be yelling is for the Bears to get off the lawn. I think there's gonna be many kids.
Oh, you're gonna get the bear-proof trash cans.
Bears are fun.
We just got oh man, another adult thing. Called the fencing company to come appraise our house, right? This hurt a little bit. $6,500.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Sounds actually cheap. I don't know. You got a big property.
Yeah, well, that's only part. We only want part of the property fenced in. It would probably be like $12,000 to fence in the whole property. So
that's just a metal fence, not a privacy fence, right?
No, we want a privacy fence. We're gonna have to put up a temporary metal fence just so Alex has a place to run around. So, but we have to set up. We have to put cameras on all sides of the fence and stuff for the bears and stuff. So, fun.
Right. Thank you. Thanks for becoming a member tonight. I appreciate that. Yeah, Jam, bears are no joke. I showed you guys the video where when we were in Tennessee,
that was crazy.
Our car got broken into by a bear.
That was crazy.
You need to share that. Did you share that as a short?
I don't know if I did it.
Right?
You're right.
Just title it like "This Bear Tried to Steal My Funko Pop."
I did it on Instagram, but I don't know if I put it on YouTube. I'll put it on YouTube so everybody can watch it. I mean, legit. She just walked. I'm pretty sure it was a mom bear because she had 2 cubs with her. Just walked up, slid her paw under my handle, opened it straight up, went right inside, walked out the other side of the door. It's pretty amazing, to be honest.
It's insane.
Yeah.
We heard they climb people's fences and stuff. We heard it's pretty wild.
They're actually pretty bad near me because I'm near the Wekiva River Basin, Wekiva Forest. We don't get them in our neighborhood, but just couple neighborhoods over, they're more. We've seen them once or twice in ours, but those other neighborhoods they frequent all the time. They have to get bear, the county and the cities give them bear-proof trash cans because if not, they just dig in your trash and eat whatever. So.
Oh yeah, it could be quite the issue. Yeah.
See, so Tommy had a similar thing happen to him. He said he went to get his brakes done not long ago. And they were like, that's going to be $1,500. Yeah.
I think it's just standard. Right. Do you know what I mean? $1,200 to $1,500. Pretty much anytime you take your car and you're just assuming $1,200 to $1,500, unless they really, really are going to stick it to you. And
the one thing that was funny though was, and this mechanic / the auto body guys that I went to, I was recommended to go to them by a family friend. So I walked in there feeling like I wasn't going to get super screwed over. So, but I was impressed though. They were kind of straight shooters. You ever go to some places where you feel like you're getting swindled. At least these guys were straight shooters. The only thing that I really wanted to look the guy in the face and tell him hey, I don't really care about this right now. He was really worried that my wiper fluid was really low, and I was like,
"You're gonna die. You're gonna your car is gonna crash."
I just moved from Boston. I've got my belongings in six different places. I got a moving truck coming next week.
Wiper fluid. We're not worried as much about the wiper fluid at this point in our.
I mean, he might fill it up for free for you. Who knows? Maybe he'll top.
That's what I was kind of hoping. That's where I thought he was going. He was like, "Oh man, your wiper fluid is all-time low," and I thought he was going to be like, "Hey, since you threw us $1,200, we topped it off for you." No, that was not.
No, it's usually an extra. I mean, listen, I get it. Right now, my son's he's looking for his first car to purchase. So we've got like a budget from about $1,500 to about $5,000, somewhere in that. I think he's got a lot of money saved from all his birthday, whatever. And I'm a little bit leery on getting something that we're gonna fall into a money trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard,
especially when you're
A
finding
moped,
something
a
around
moped.
there.
Yeah, actually, it was a big day for Isabel. I know she's not listening, but I'll put her on the spot. Isabel passed her driver's test today.
Oh, nice.
That was that was a big deal for her, and she got a job. So if you guys have heard of this small up and coming coffee shop chain, I think it's got a lot of potential. It's called Dunkin' Donuts. She's gonna be working there, and I'm pretty excited for it.
Did you push? Do you get a family discount now? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I keep on telling I keep telling Luca
donuts that are left over.
I keep telling him to go to Target because I love hitting up Target. So yeah, I get it. You probably
honestly
push in that direction.
Honestly, that's the closest we're gonna get to Dunkin' sponsoring the channel, and I am okay with that.
Hey, you gotta take what you can get.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So guys, as far as NYCC goes, John, you're going to NYCC, correct?
We are. We will be there. The plan is, as of right now, to be there Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. We may be there Wednesday as well, because we're working with some companies to potentially do some early videos, which we've never done preview night before, but we might be there Wednesday, which is pretty cool.
Can I come be your cameraman again?
I would. You are always welcome
to be your camera. Thank you. That would be amazing.
It was I was actually really weird. I guess they're cracking down on like press passes and like the people that are getting in early now, because they only are allowing one other person. And if you have other people in your entourage, like you have to fill out this like long form as to like prove why you need these extra people.
I bet people are taking advantage of it big time.
And it's funny because like we just want to go in and like film some pops. Like we're not trying to do like a big like dance or anything like that. So
but it gets pretty crazy.
The only day we're not going to be there for sure is Saturday, because Saturday is just way too crazy. We don't do Saturday. So
yeah, we're still throwing it around. I mean, if we went, it would be Thursday and maybe Friday. I know Friday was almost sold out. No, did I see that? I think Friday was almost sold out.
There's a lot of people going this year again. It's pretty popular.
It's cool to see. It's good to see the like they're it seems like the cons are like back. You know what I mean? The in-person stuff is back at it. So it's good to see that.
It's weird because I feel like people are more, and like everybody in the chat, like, let us know if you're going to NYCC, but I feel like, I don't know, like, do you feel like there's more of a push and there's like more excitement to go to cons and shows and stuff? Because I feel like people, compared to like going to stores, because I've been going to a lot of these stores lately to do like videos and such, and I just feel like there's not that many people in the stores, which is strange.
I mean, I think the cons in that you get a variety of different things, though, because people like cosplaying and people like getting autographs and seeing other things. So it doesn't, in the panels and other things that are happening, it's not just like you're going there to buy stuff, because I've been to cons before and I've only bought a few things at certain ones, like because I know I can get that pop or whatever maybe at a cheaper price somewhere else. Like I'm not worried about getting it at the moment, but I go and get weird Lego minifigures and like other things that people have made, like art and things like that, where
right,
the other stuff I feel like I can find that. It's not something that's
you should
rare.
Definitely not go to a Comic-Con to buy, like, especially like, let's just talk Funko Pops. Like all the Funko Pops are marked up. Like there's really,
they have to, because they're paying a lot for those booths.
I mean, I think for the most part, I mean, it's 100% the reason we go. It's to meet other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if you just, all the people that are watching here are already kind of into the YouTube thing and maybe into the pop thing. And then, maybe you follow people on Instagram too. I think that's like the fun. Like when we went to C2E2, we only met a couple people that watch the channel per se, but we met like, I actually met more people that did like Whatnot and knew us from there, believe it or not, than I did from just the channel. But we got to meet a handful of, we were only there like 6 hours out of the whole thing, so it's not like we were there that long. But for me, like, that's the biggest part of it. Yeah, it's definitely not to buy stuff per se. Pops for the most part, because there are cool exclusives for some designer toys, fig pins. Like, I like all that stuff. So I think people are excited for that. Stores, I kind of agree with you. I think in general, like, there's a reason like all the malls are closing down and that kind of thing. I just don't think that's a thing. Now, like our local pop shop, I feel like there's always people over there, and like that still seems to be doing,
well, it's
pretty
my pop
good.
talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, my pop seems they seem a little bit ahead of the game as far as being in tune with the community, and I think
they're all about that. Yeah,
I think that's what you
that.
have to do as a
Yes.
store in 2024. Like, you have to be engaged with an online community to survive.
It's honestly, you know what it is? It's just like YouTube and Instagram and all this stuff now. You want to build a place that people want to come to, and like I would say PFO has kind of been that over the last couple of years as well. Some people that might not know the channel or not know all three of our channels have found other things, maybe from seeing one of our lives or seeing a video and then coming over here. And I think like I said hello to all the people. We've said hello to 90% of those every week after week. And I think we all like to be part of something. So I think you're right. Like a local pop shop or any of those places, if you can build a community, which our local store does an amazing job. Like, they do family nights. They did a family night. There's a local baseball stadium, like minor league baseball stadium. They did a family night there. Nice. They did a bowling event. So they do cool things to kind of bring the community. And I think that's, you're hitting the nail on the head. I think you have to have that if you're going to be a brick and mortar store in 2024, especially for collectibles and that kind of thing. I think it's kind of what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just surprised because a lot of these stores that I've been filming in, they're wide open, where normally I would have had to like kind of wait till it dies down, or like, just try to not get in people's way. But
pop stores, or like you're talking like your pop hunts, like
on the pop hunts and stuff.
Yeah.
So and in like like in the collectible stores and such. But yeah, no, we're excited for New York Comic Con. I see a bunch of people saying they're going in the chat. Gus, we would love to meet up with you, Gus. Martin also said he's going. Would love to meet up with you, Martin. And I also see some people saying they can't go due to XYZ reason, and they're going to live vicariously through us. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we don't go to San Diego Comic Con, and we've actually already decided that probably not going to go next year, just because it's way too expensive. And
that's saying something, because NYCC is not inexpensive.
No, NYCC is not cheap, but Joanna and I also realized something else that we're kind of weary of. And like, we know New York, we know New Jersey, I know the Javits Center very well. Like, none of it is really unknown. And I did go to New York Comic Con prior to having a channel, but we're also just, there's a level of fear that goes with going to a new place. And we're not just going to a new place, we don't know how it's set up. Something as simple as like, hey, if something bad happens, how quickly can we get out of here when everyone's like frantically nervous? And I'm not saying anything bad is going to happen, but just, those like scenarios run through your head. But then on top of that, since we do have a channel and we would be meeting up with people, like, it would just, there's a lot of nerves and there's that layer of fear. So I think if we were to go, we would just have to be very calculated and like make sure we have all our ducks in a row, and it's very expensive. So I don't think we're going to go for a few years.
I get that. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, full disclosure and in all honesty, like, I get pretty bad, like, social anxiety. Yeah. Like, I get, listen, I don't, you know what? I don't care. I'm just very honest with people. When we went to C2E2, we walk in and I swear to God, you can ask Brie, because I said it to her. I go, you know what? You think we should do this? Like, maybe we'll just stay for an hour or two and let's just, and she's like, we flew, like, are you kidding me? And I was kind of like, I was maybe a little bit joking, but like, I get that way. So I kind of get it. And other people, it's expensive. There could be other issues, you can't make it, but yeah, live vicariously. Because, I'm not 100% sure. It all depends on our kids. Kids run our lives, man. It's
yeah,
horrible.
no, you guys, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know.
Tomorrow we have our third soccer game of the week. Like already, they haven't even started school yet, and soccer's already started. And it's like everything's in full swing. So we'll see. We're hoping that we can get out there. I really do want to get out there. I'd love to go out there, even if we do what we did for C2E2 and just stay for one night Thursday and come back Friday. Like I'd love to be able to do that, but
I love
see what happens.
Yeah, some
I
other
see.
But Gerald's birthday is
today. Look at that! Happy
Gerald.
birthday!
Happy birthday!
You know what? Do you want me to sing for you? I'm not going to do it. Listen,
Dude, we should send him $10 back. You shouldn't have to super chat on your birthday.
Yeah, Gerald, you definitely didn't have to do that, my friend. But I appreciate you and happy birthday.
You know what? I like also. I don't know. I like the smaller cons. Like I don't know how C2E2 was this year. Did it feel like it? I like the ones where it doesn't feel overwhelming. Like you guys went there at Comic-Con. Like
what I would compare it to.
I would love to go to WonderCon. I think because I think WonderCon also would be that like it's not as crazy. I mean, we have MegaCon in Orlando. It's pretty crazy for that, even though you think, oh, it's just it's not as big of a name, but that's a big convention center.
Which one was that?
A lot of stuff. MegaCon.
So we went to Collecticon, and I honestly I compare C2E2 to Collecticon. Actually, Collecticon almost felt
so
the
MegaCon
same size, if not bigger.
Yeah, that's what's drawing us
to MegaCon to like New York Comic-Con, but without the big name sponsors. So a lot more smaller vendors. So a lot more shops and less of the big like we're gonna have our Marvel thing take up 20 spaces. Like a lot more of the.
I mean, honestly, when we went to NYCC, I thought there was more pops at Collecticon, like more pop booths at Collecticon than there was at NYCC the year that we went. And we went 2022.
Yeah.
Which was at the height of all the craziness with the Funko stuff and whatnot, and I thought there was definitely more pops and that kind of thing in Orlando when we went there, and that was either 21 or 22 as well. Might have been in 22 as well, but I like the smaller cons.
Lexi, that's exactly why we love Niagara. Niagara is like the perfect size for us, and that's why like C2E2 looks like something that would be perfect for us. Just it's all about the size and the amount of people. And Vince, you kind of hit it right on the head with like the social anxiety. And I experienced, and like you guys know what happened, and I'll just briefly tell everybody on the stream. I had a minor panic attack last year at New York Comic-Con, which was I've had panic attacks before, but I've never had a panic attack surrounded by so many people. And it's funny in New York, like New York is a unique place where I feel like you could having some sort of crisis and man, people will just step right over you and just keep going to grab their hot dog or get whatever they need to get. And I was actually filming in a pop booth and I was really frustrated because people kept walking in between my camera and the pops that I was clearly filming. Like Joanna was watching my back, but Joanna, she can't like get in front of people and be like, hey, like, we can't do that. Like we don't own New York Comic-Con, so I just kept getting really upset that I had to keep starting and stopping the video and everything. And I really want our videos to be good. I mean, we all want our videos to be good. So, but luckily because we were in an environment where like Joanna knew exactly how to get out of the con, our hotel's right across the street. She was able to get me across the street and I was able to relax and recover a little bit. But yeah, it can be really overwhelming, the amount of people sometimes.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
And they're a business, New York Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, like they're a business. They want to get as many people in the door as possible. They don't care if there's no room to walk.
Like this.
Yeah, they don't care.
You can get anywhere. I mean, that's why I think, we've always talked about it. We love like that Thursday. We love maybe even a Friday is not as bad. Fridays is getting worse though.
Friday was pretty. Yeah, Friday was pretty.
Comic-Con has turned into what Saturday used to be.
Yeah,
so Sunday and like Thursday are typically like the best days. I feel like that are because Sunday, especially if you go early, people are tired because they went out Saturday night or did something Saturday night or Like even at MegaCon, I think they're doing like Universal again this year, like a big Universal meetup thing where people are paying to go there and all those kind of things. And like I feel like Sunday it's kind of later start people get and kind of chill. So if you go in there early on Sunday, it's like really chill. It picks up a little bit and then it dies back off. So it's usually also not as many big names. I mean, I tell people Saturday, if you want, all you want to do is get autographs. Saturday, you just go in autograph lines and do that thing because Saturday is that day for that. Because Saturday will have the big names. If you're looking for big names and you want to spend the money on those and get the spots for those are the days to go for that. And you'll spend 2-3 hours in line waiting to get a signature from different people. So, but I think. I always enjoyed like Thursdays, like any kind of preview night. If they have a half a day like preview night thing, like some of the cons do, those kind of things.
I appreciate that, Chris. Chris says he's going to give me personal security guards at New York Comic Con. I can happily say I already have security lined up for New York Comic Con. Not actual security, like friends in the community security, but looking forward to seeing you at New York Comic Con again, Chris. Gerald has a very important question that people are already asking. What is the NYCC box going to be this year? And gentlemen, do we want to see a box? I think we're going to get
one.
Will
there be a box? So
I think we will.
You think so? I feel like we won't get a box.
Why? Based on last year?
Well, you're talking like a Fright Night or something like that type of box?
I think if Funko can sell a con box, they're going to put one together.
John, you just told me. You're probably right. I was just assuming we were not going to get a box, but why would they not give us a box?
I mean, they just gave one 2 years in a row. People have been, say what you will about the aftermarket, but people cannot get enough of Freddy Funko. I mean, I have not seen this many people ask specifically for Freddy's, message us about Freddy, wanting to know more about how do you get these Freddys than I have seen in the last 3-4 weeks since San Diego Comic-Con. And people don't necessarily want like older Freddys. They just want to know, like, how can I get a Freddy? How do I get that Freddy soda? Like the newer stuff. It's wild. So I think definitely gonna.
I mean, that's a good thing. I think that's maybe newer collectors.
It's definitely it's newer collectors for sure, because they want to know they're because people are confused, because I think Funko. See, this is where Funko needs like a social media team, or they need some more PR to explain to people, because there's still a lot of people that are confused, and I think without YouTube and without content creators, like. I think people would be more lost than where they are. So I think we can take a little bit of credit because of these live streams, because of the content that we put out. Because I'll tell you from my experience, before I got into Funko heavily, I didn't know anything about how to get the Freddys. I didn't even know what the Box of Fun was. I literally just would see people's Facebook posts and I was like, oh, it's summertime. Like I had no idea like there was an event, connected to the Box of Fun and everything. I just knew that in 2014, 2015, 2016, I just knew that the Freddys came out in the summer. That's all I knew. And that's how I thought it was. But
I relate. I think I
should put out more information on how people can actually, as simple as it is, because we all know, like, hey, go buy this box on this day at this time. I think they need to put out more basic information to people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, I mean, we get comments all the time. I'm sure you guys get comments as well. Newer collectors, and really that's how you learn. Like that, I've said it here before. I didn't even know what a Funko Shop exclusive was. I thought it was a shop somewhere that you had to go to get an exclusive. It took me probably 6 months of collecting before I learned, oh, it's Funko.com, even though I think those stickers said it Funko.com back then, and I didn't even put two and two together that maybe I should look at that and like read, but I don't think I did that. But what I really probably started getting more into the nuts and bolts of it watching YouTube videos, honestly. And it was probably unboxing videos and that kind of thing, maybe in like 2019, early 2020, and then then we started a channel not that long after that. But it is a way, more than just, you don't get a lot of that general information from, from just following Funko on Instagram or, on here. They don't put out the the same kind of content at all anymore. And you just, I mean, I'm kind of repeating what you said by they probably do need some kind of a, I feel like they've been doing like a better job, but there's definitely got to be more of a directed effort, I think. And I feel like they're starting to reach out maybe a little bit more to content creators. I've seen a couple things now over the last couple of weeks. I think they're starting to kind of reach out to content creators, you know, to get them involved a little bit more, which is probably, you know, it's probably a smart thing to do.
I think also like one of the things that got me like, I guess more about Funko and learning about Funko before was the Making a Fun documentary. So if you haven't checked that out, I don't think it's on YouTube. It was on YouTube for a while, like weirdly popped up there. I don't know where it's housed now, but the Making Fun documentary is really cool because it goes through the history of Funko, but it showed fun days and stuff like that.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of took the deep dive after I watched that, which, I you're right. You're right.
And, you know, before that, I was collecting just to collect like fun things I liked, you know, like I collected Star Wars or Marvel, and I did Marvel core boxes and Smuggler Bounties boxes, and I got like those were my first pops, and a couple other, you know, like I got the DeLorean ride and you know, stuff like that, you know, before. But it wasn't till like I think later. I think actually probably YouTube got me into, I guess, mystery boxes more than anything. Like I didn't really do the mystery box game before that. I just kind of went out and bought some things and picked up some things at some comic book stores or whatever like that, and grabbed some stuff like that. But the mystery box game, I think, was like watching YouTube videos and being like, oh, that looks like fun. Like I'd like to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of like, you know, it's, you know, you get in like your first introductory part into it's either, you know, you follow somebody on Instagram that led you to somewhere else, or you know, watch a couple YouTube videos to get more knowledge on it. Then that maybe led you to, you know, mystery box videos and that kind of thing. And that's kind of how our progression was for sure. And I think a lot of people, you know, especially a lot of people that are going to be here on YouTube and watching our kind of content, obviously probably got into it in a similar way.
Yeah, and Riley brought up a great point. I'm glad he brought this up because we definitely got to talk about this. Funko found their sense of humor, and they posted a meme today, which I saw the meme and I thought it was immediately from like a different pop page, and then I looked at the top and I was like, oh my god, it says original Funko. Like, did you guys see the meme that they posted?
I didn't see the meme. How did I miss the meme?
Let me bring this up because unfortunately it's right on point with everything going on. And if you guys didn't see this, I
did see this one. I didn't even realize that was them that posted that. You're right.
What's up, Pete? He says John's fault my collection has grown. I apologize, Pete. I apologize. What's up, Mason? But guys, this is hilarious. If you guys didn't see it, Funko actually posted it. It did it on their own account. And I'm wondering if they just posted it out of the blue or if it's actually connected to what's actually going on in the world right now. And at least in the United States, they just came out with all these studies and stuff. They could have just like put this meme together as a joke, like out of the blue. But
I think they're trying to promote their Pop Yourself.
Probably to promote their Pop Yourself. But statistically speaking, interestingly enough, people right now it's like an all-time low for like having kids in their 20s and early 30s. Like people are waiting longer in life, and I guess we're part of the problem. Like we don't have any kids yet, and we're not.
John, you know what? I don't know if it's a problem. I think some people probably should wait a little bit longer. Maybe figure out exactly what you want to do before you just get into
I'm so happy we didn't rush into anything because I can't imagine like I'm just so happy we have waited until this long. But it's just funny that Funko put this together because it's true. Like I feel like there's a lot of adults who are like adults in their 20s, early 30s, even late 30s, 40s, like just enjoying life and obviously collecting.
Yeah.
No, I think, you know, you could do another one where it's like my parents at whatever 25 buying their first house, putting their first down payment on their house, and it's like
put a Boba Fett Freddy
or something like that, and then it's like me buying a 400 piece Freddy.
No, you could definitely do that.
You know. for that much. That's all. That's what I get.
But on top of the meme that Funko posted, there was quite a bit of stuff that came out this week.
There was definitely a lot of stuff. Listen, guys, I feel like I always forget something. I hope I did a thorough job on the thumbnails, but let's get started. You guys ready? Let's go through some of the stuff that came out this week, because we're gonna have to kind of get started with do you know how many people tagged me in this?
I had a feeling.
Listen, I don't get tagged that often. I'm not that popular, is what I'm trying to say. But this one got a lot of people thinking about me. Probably because it's a 14-inch figure. Are either one of you guys going after this? And what do you think of it? What's your opinion? John, you go first, and I want to hear Josh's opinion after.
Oh, I have to go first.
Well, you're going first because you're right below me, and I saw you
Okay.
before I saw Josh. That's the only reason why I picked you first.
It is not for me.
Which is this is not your demographic, I don't think.
No, it's not me. I only have so much space, and I'm reserving it because I'm sure they're going to come out with a Star Wars or Marvel or DC figure. Like, I could definitely see them coming out with some sort of Batman or Spider-Man or something that I'll be into, but I'm not particularly a Voltron collector or fan or anything, but it looks cool. It's big. I mean, it's the name Jumbo Chan. It's definitely going to take up a lot of space. So you have to be a serious Voltron fan to want to pick this up. But yeah, I mean,
it's a pass for you.
It's like a pass.
It? Cool.
It's cool. It looks nicely detailed. I think if the colors are truly going to be this bright, this is just a glam shot, then I think it's going to look great in person. But yeah, it's not.
And it's not even a price thing. If this was half the price, you still wouldn't pick it up.
This could be $20. I still.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's fair. It's a fair.
It's just not for me. I mean, if it's an IP or a character that I do like, then I'll figure out a way to pay the price if it's something that I want for my collection. So,
what about you, Josh?
So I like it, and I love this line. I love the artwork on this line.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite, actually. I think sometimes the artwork on the boxes are better than the actual figure itself, just because they've done such a good job with the artwork on all these. I was kind of disappointed in how high the numbers were on this.
Okay.
For the price point as well. Mm-hmm. I think that should have played a point in how much they're selling this for. I think it's a little high. I think Project Fred, for how low it is, plus it has a chase.
Yeah.
And it's only $50 more than this. Why is this such a high number? And there might be a lot of fans that I'm sure people still won't get it on the market. I think one of the things with this one, though, is if you do want it, go ahead and get it, because the people that are going to go after this, I don't think are looking to flip it as much, because there's no chase chance at it.
Right.
And there is also, I don't think the retail sell value is going to be high, at least immediately. It might have some buzz, the first people that get them and stuff like that, or if you have one of the if it's numbered one of 1,200 or whatever like that.
Right.
But I think it's the cool design, and that I just don't know if I want to pay $250 for it.
Yeah, $250.
I would if the amount was different, I would go after it. But I think the $250, the Project Fred, at least you had for the ones that look good. Because not all of them look great, but at least you had a chance at a chase as well. That's a 75-piece chase, where this you don't really. So it's you gotta love this figure, and you gotta figure out how you're gonna display this and the box, because you can't hide that box away.
That box is super
awesome
cool.
To hide.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be honest, Josh, you pretty much stole every single piece of thunder that I had that I was about to lay out. You literally everything you just said is exactly probably why I'm saying probably, because I'm not 100% sure still, but $250 for a 1,200 piece. And listen, I said this, and I commented, it might have been on Disc Tracker's post, but this is what I thought Project Fred was going to be. Quite honestly, I thought that this was when I heard Project Fred, I mean, this is exactly what I was thinking. I I think that these are so much better than Project Fred. Just the sculpts. I mean, it's a unique sculpt every time. Just everything. I just like everything about it more. I wish that this had a chance at a chase that would make me say, you know what, I can justify the 250. Because I'll be honest with you, I think
paint, chase or something on it.
Right. Because for me, like I just think that what I would like to do, because if this was like 180, I would buy it. I'm like 95% sure I'd buy it if it was like 180. So will I probably not get it? I'll probably not get it. Now, I don't see these like going up crazy in value. And again, because there's no chance of chase, I feel like people that are going to buy this is exactly what you said, Josh, that people are going to love it. But, and I hate to, I don't even want to say it the way that I'm going to say it. There are going to be people that buy it at $250 and be like, oh my God, I just spent $250 on a 14-inch figure. I got to get rid of this thing, not to flip it to make money. I got to get rid of it because I need to
make a car payment.
Yeah, I think I told you guys, and I don't know where we stand as far as that collection, but I'm not really revealing anything. It is what it is. I'm not going to say the person's name, of course, but somebody reached out to us a week after San Diego Comic-Con with a pop collection, and in the pop collection that they wanted to sell us was every single Project Fred figure, including the Deadpool one that had been released the prior week. So Joanna and I were trying to put two and two together. We're like, did this person get the Deadpool Project Fred in the mail yesterday? Like, well, you know,
that happens. I mean, I've done that before, and not to this extent, not with something like this, but I've got a 10-inch pop before and severely regretted my decision. And I'll be honest, there's like, I'd get rid of it for whatever I could. It happened when I bought the bundle.
I mean, it happens with anything. I mean, people get buyer's remorse, buyer's regrets, whatever.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like I'm going to try to probably pick this up on the secondary market, and not to prey on, but like, I feel kind of, you know what I mean? I feel a little bit cringy saying that, but like, I think I'm going to try to pick it up. I can't justify spending $250, even though I love it. It's amazing. I mean, the detail. And if I was a huge Voltron person, like I would, and I am a huge, well, I shouldn't say I am a huge Voltron person. The problem is I'm also a huge G.I. Joe person, Transformer person, and Master of the Universe. And I can keep going down the list. And, you know, I'm that.
I think if only you're Voltron. And that's
if I was Voltron only, this would be in my collection because it's that amazing. I mean, that is absolutely, I love it, but I just can't justify the $250.
I think they should make a regular Chan, like the regular version, because I think that would sell a lot better. I mean, obviously, if they're only making 1,200, like I'm sure more than 1,200 people are entering in the EQL, so I'm sure these are selling out fine. But what if they just came out with like a 3,000 piece regular Chan instead of 14 inches? It's 8 inches or something that's smaller. I don't know. I feel like a lot more people will be excited for a smaller version.
I think to get the level of detail and stuff, though, I think that's why they're going this route. But yet, you know, it's a 1,200 piece, which is, you know, that's pretty low. But I think, I don't know. I'm gonna be curious, kind of, to see how these play out. But this thing looks so cool. Though.
You know, I would really love to see these like a little lower, though. Like I know that's like, then less people get at them in their hands and less chance of myself getting one if I really wanted one. I mean, I really wanted the first one they came out with from this line. I didn't get it. Like I would have bought that one. And I really like the design of it and everything like that. But this one, it's like, I like it, but it's also like almost the face is too cutesy for me. Like
I don't know. There's something I love about that.
They're going for. It's almost
you're right.
Yeah, I just, that price point and the number. I think if the number was, it was LE 500 or LE maybe even 750 at most, would I go for it then at that price point? I don't know.
Yes, I'm kind of on with you. If it was a 500 piece or maybe 750, maybe I'm changing my mind a little bit.
I got it, didn't, you know.
Joke's on us. Funko's probably sitting around going, how can we make 2,400 of these for the next drop?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know that's coming.
Wait. Let's see if we can make this metallic paint and then do another run. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. If
Well,
anybody in the chat is going after this, or did the EQL already happen for this? Or
It
is it
started.
It started. So
have, like,
if anybody put in for it, I would definitely be curious to hear your thoughts. And I actually already have a video in the works for a few months from now, after the dust settles for New York Comic Con and stuff. I want to do a like look back, like where are they now video, and see what the current trending prices for all the Project Fred and all the Jumbo Chans, to see if it's actually worth it to buy it when it drops directly at retail, or if you can actually save a few bucks and wait and see how it trends upward or downward on the secondary market. So
now I will say that will be the hardest thing about that will be the Project Freds with chases. I think that's going to be the hardest part, because you do have a chance at a chase. You know, compared to these, none of these you had a chance at a chase.
Well, yeah, and that's where I'm kind of saying. I think with something like this, like if this has a chance at a chase, I buy one with the chance at that chase that I'd probably get rid of, and then just buy the regular version. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that would be that's always kind of my thought process.
It's the same reason why people don't jump on buying, you know, a regular like a chaseless soda. That's why people just wait.
You're right.
You know? So
I mean, I think having it at a limited count is good for this. I think it's a decent number. I don't think they'll have a problem selling these. Really, I know we're saying we won't get one. I don't think they're going to have leftovers of this one.
I would be really surprised if we did. Yeah.
I think what it will be interesting is how these go. Like you said, John, if they made these smaller, say if they made them a little bigger than Funko size in a box like that, almost like what a Chomp or something comes in, you know, like a nice little box like that, and it looks kind of the same style, and it's about like that tall, and it was $50. Even if it was 5,000, I'd probably get it for $50.
Definitely.
The last thing, I don't know how you guys feel, and then we can move on so we don't beat this to death. But the last thing that I wanted to bring up in regards to these and get everybody's pulse on how they feel about this. When I look at this, I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't scream Funko. Like if you were to put this in front of any random person who knows collectibles, obviously if it's any random person that doesn't know collectibles, they're not going to know, but there's really nothing about this that, unless I'm wrong, as a diehard Funko collector, like looking at this, I'm not like, oh, that's a Funko product.
You remember? I mean, the big figures, John, the Star Wars figures that were like this big, like that were like fat, and I think they had a trooper, and they're tall, and they're Star Wars, but they're in this Japanese style thing. And I remember I picked up one on the aftermarket. I picked up one at a clearance, like going out of business. What is that place called? I can't remember the name of the place. But it was one of those like places in the mall that had very few of them, but they're around. Picked up one, bought it, and then I sold it because it was clearance, but people wanted them. But there were these giant figures. I forget what they're called. But
I know what you're talking about.
Style.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
totally
about.
different style than Funko. I mean, Funko.
I mean, look at the Hikaris though. The Hikari stuff doesn't scream Funko at all, and I think that a lot of those were great. You know, and I mean, there's other stuff too. Like, look at the Rock Candy ones, which I know they bought that company, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But the Rock Candy didn't look anything Funko either, so that doesn't bother me too much.
Okay.
So, I'm glad I got to disagree at least once.
Lexi and Logan agree with me, so that's all I need.
Well, Lexi and Logan, I don't agree with you guys tonight, okay? So there. Now, what we can all agree upon, are we happy? Or this is why it's the second slide. Who is not excited for more rewinds?
I'm not talking.
You guys thought they were gone. They're back, baby. Excited?
Are
we happy for them?
Oh, by the way, the product was called Super Shogun. That's what it was.
Super Shogun. You know what? I did not hear those.
Okay, I'll show them to you. I'll find one.
I can't believe these are a thing.
Yeah, these are a thing. We're getting a whole wave. I was kind of surprised.
Why didn't we get any at San Diego Comic-Con then? Like none, like zero, zip. Like we got sodas, so why didn't we get any of these?
Because apparently there's a legal battle going on.
A legal
Is
battle
that why?
for the rewind?
And yeah. Apparently Funko and all the other toy companies are no longer allowed to use the term blockbuster. So now these are just called rewinds. And apparently these were supposed to come out at the end of last year / beginning of this year, but they were held up in the legal battle. So now they are all just out of nowhere here.
So they probably had them made already and they're just kind of trying to get rid of it type of deal.
Yeah, that was the insight.
I mean, look, I'll be 100% honest here. I didn't hate these as much as I thought I would when we got a few of them and I opened them. Like, I see my wife's commenting, right? She absolutely hates these things, But when we picked them up, I'll be honest. I don't know. I just keep saying it. Guys, I'm always honest. I don't know why I'm saying it. I have to preface.
Vince lies a lot off camera.
I don't know why I do that. Why do I do that? That's I think it's some kind of inferiority thing. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is if you could pick these up for $7, I kind of like them. They're kind of fun and I think they're mystery mini-ish. But to pay $12 or
So the reason that I hate them is not because of them.
Because of the sodas.
I hate them because how they're treating these and how they're treating sodas and how they're being so disrespectful to sodas. Like if they came out with a Superman soda, let's say they came out with a Henry Cavill Man of Steel Superman soda tomorrow, or even a classic Christopher. Let's go Christopher Reeves, because I feel like that pose of the rewind is more Christopher Reeves. Christopher Reeves Superman soda drops tomorrow in the Funko shop, 10,000 piece. The common looks like the rewind. I mean, not obviously in soda form, soda figure form. And the chase is him as Clark Kent ripping open his clothes to reveal the Superman logo. Like that would be such an amazing soda. And I feel like there was thought, there was creativity put into these figures. Like, look at this. Gandalf the Gray, Chase, Gandalf the White. Two completely different molds for the most part, Obviously, it's mostly the same actor.
They look like Fisher Price little people.
I know. And the clear thing is, it must be so much cheaper for Funko, because you can even tell. I think I had a rewind nearby, but a can with the figure in a pog is going to be more expensive than the cheap plastic, little book folding mechanism that you have for the. Or packaging for the figure. They're cheaper figures. So, and then on the price, they're cheaper figures, they should be no more than $10. The fact that they charge $15, even with the chance of chase, is kind of high.
I mean, and they're a lot lighter. They're made cheaper. Yeah.
So I would be fine with these. Even if they said, hey, we have to charge $15 because we need to make the money. Fine. Just give sodas the same treatment and the same level of detail, care, and creativity that you are putting in. Can you imagine a SpongeBob soda that looked exactly like
they could have done
poses?
It could have been almost the exact same. I mean, honestly, I'll be oh my god! Again,
but John, there's so many sodas that they do that awesome a job with. Right here, there's some sodas that they don't, but great example. This soda.
No, of course, and there's still a massive demand for sodas.
Terrible rewinds.
Rewinds have been around for a year. There's no rewind grails, so that just shows you that there's no
limited. There's no limited.
Well, they're not, but even in your typical ideal marketplace, if a company puts out a product, if there is enough demand, it doesn't matter if that product had a limit. There will be some clear proof, because the value on the aftermarket is going up, that demand is pushing the value up of that product. With sodas, they are limited, so you kind of already have the leg up on, okay, there's less supply, but you have that with the demand. There are soda chases that are worth hundreds of dollars. Heck, to Funko's credit, and I mean, here's this for an opinion out of left field. There are some unnumbered soda chases that actually have decent value. If you look at some of the Spider-Verse chases, there are some chases that are like 50, 60 bucks. They don't have a piece count, yet people are still willing to pay 50, 60 bucks to get that specific chase in their collection. I'll pull one out of Vince's book here. I'll be honest. We had some rewinds the other night. We were selling them for like $5, $6 for the commons. Like, I don't think as a whole, the Funko collector community really wants these. I think a few people like them, but they're not buying them like to line up on their shelves. Like, I feel like they're kind of buying them just like, oh, that's cute, as like a little one-off, and maybe they'll put one on display.
I think that's the thing, is like, I don't want to buy all these, but I did want to buy, I love this Freddy. I wanted to get him. Like, I wanted to get the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man because I actually
Marvin
like
the Martian. I got that. Like, that's what I'm saying. I think that they're fine. Like, if where I don't like it is if there's the conversation of, guys, we got to stop the sodas because we're going all in on rewinds, then I don't like the rewinds. Yeah. But if it's like, guys, we like the rewinds for a certain type of collector, but we're going to still do the sodas, and we're still going to put out, I'm not saying 100 sodas a year. I'm saying like 15 sodas a year. Like, well, okay, then I'm fine. These have a place.
At least we know we're getting one more, so I'm happy with it.
Here's my thoughts on the rewinds. What the rewinds are replacing, John, are the unnumbered sodas. Rewinds can fit every retailer because there is no limit on them, and they figured out like it's cheap enough to maybe make and sell to a retailer for a cheaper price point than a soda and take a loss, at certain point for them. Plus, sodas have the limit on them if they keep them all limited. Where rewinds, they need something still to go into. They're a huge business that needs something to still go into a Walmart, a Target, a whatever. That's why they have mystery minis. Great example. That's why they have.
Look, hot take. I'd rather see these than pop pins.
I'll up your hot take. Do you think that this is a strong enough figure? I'm gonna direct this one to Josh here. Do you think that this is, based on what you just said, is this a strong enough figure and a strong enough collectible that somebody walks into one of those big box stores, buys one of these, and it opens it's the gateway. I hate using the word drug. It's the gateway item that gets them to start collecting sodas and pops and all the mainstream.
I don't think so. I think these are one-off piece fun things.
I got an opinion on that.
It feels like it's almost like it's another market for them to just kind of meet something else, but it's all about what it is. Like, people are going to buy. They like SpongeBob. They see this and it's oh, this is fun. I'll buy SpongeBob. Yeah. Like, if they make a Patrick, they'll buy Patrick too. It's kind of like sodas too. In a little way, people went all in on sodas because they came out so slow, I think, too. And then when they kind of went full force on sodas, people were like, whoa, I need to slow down on my soda collecting. I know, Vince, I know
that happens every day when they release like 3 waves of pops and people are whoa, I can't collect every Batman pop. Like, no.
This is the way I look at it. And to answer actually your question, John, is this a gateway? I think 100% it can be, and I'll tell you why. But I think there is a caveat to that, and I'll say that as well. Our gateway into pops were mystery minis, like, all day long. And what did we love about the mystery minis? What did my kids love about the mystery minis? We go to Target, you buy 2 because we're trying to get those rarer figures. This is the same. This is the gateway to sodas. The problem with these is the price point is too close to a soda. Why would I want these? The sodas, I feel like, are exponentially better than the rewinds, in my personal opinion. So to only be $3 separated, from 12 to 15, for a retail soda from the rewinds, I think there's the problem. If these retailed at $6.99 or $7.99, I think we're having a different conversation, because if they were closer to mystery minis, but you get the thrill of trying to find that chase, these could be fun. Listen, people buy Playmobil, still puts out Playmobil figures that look exactly like this. I bought them for my kids when they were younger. They had little hockey player ones. We loved them. I love buying them. These are better than the Playmobil ones, not by a lot, but they are a little bit better than Playmobil. And
I'm sorry, finish what you're gonna say.
And you can get a chase. So like you got the fun aspect, and that problem is for me, it's price point. It's what I've argued all along. When I could get these off the site for $5, I've picked up a couple every time because it's actually, I have fun opening these because it's just the same thing as mystery minis. There's some mystery minis that are a little bit more valuable when you're putting sets together, and I think that those sets are what drives some of those pricing up, where you're not getting that with these because they are just the one-off figures. But I think these are a perfect gateway. The problem is the price point's just, it's too close to where sodas are, and sodas are just so much better, in my opinion.
So credit to Playmobil really quick. And you ever just go down random rabbit holes? So I went down a rabbit hole, like, I think it was like 2 years ago. And it was ultimately to figure out, we have a couple of the original Lego Scooby-Doo sets. And the reason that Lego can't make any more Scooby-Doo sets is because they don't have the license to make a Scooby-Doo building toy and have minifigs or minifigures, right? Guess who does? Playmobil. Yeah. There are certain things that Playmobil has that they are not letting go of, baby. They have those IPs locked up in contracts.
Yeah.
And they're not letting go. And Scooby-Doo is one of the biggest ones they have. They had Back to the Future. I don't know if they still have Back to the Future, but I remember they had Back to the Future. They had Turtles at one point. Like Playmobil, whoever those lawyers are, whoever the sharks at Playmobil, they're not messing around. So no disrespect to them by comparing these figures to Playmobil, because they know what's up.
No, exactly. And I mean, like I said, I think these are close to that. I think that these could have a place. Unfortunately, they're too close to sodas. And I think as soda collectors go, I think we're a little bit negative towards it because we do prefer the sodas so much more than an unnumbered, these are like, they're fun. I mean, they're fun, but at the price point, like when we've got them cheap, I've picked them up. It's exhilarating to pull a chase. It's always going to be fun for that. But for me, because I'm going to show the next slide, give me these all day long. Like, how cool is this soda?
I'm so embarrassed that I am so excited for this creepy clown.
I love this creepy clown so much. I bought one of the I was, and I couldn't believe that they sold out so fast in the Funko shop that I couldn't get one. But I love this. I love this character, and I think the soda looks amazing. Now, how many pieces do we think this one's going to be?
Yeah,
over 10.
I love how they don't show it.
Thanks to the person who conveniently
didn't show it on the pog and didn't fill the can
and turned the can. Yeah.
Also, look at the pog. It's the new style. Look how thin it is.
Yeah,
that's the new style.
Good observation.
That's fine. I'm fine if they want.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is why we talked about it there. What happened was they had to move to a different manufacturer, either because of cost or other issues. But I think that's what has slowed down or stopped the soda making. Like, that's probably why we didn't get Velma, because they were in that transition of picking a new factory that's going to make these things.
If they can just release, like I said, if we could get 15 a year or even 12 a year, whatever, like, it will keep the soda thing, I think, alive still, because people, like, I bet you a lot of people just want to get a soda. Like, and when they put out good ones, like the Shrek, I thought was an amazing one, even though the chase was kind of,
was all right.
Wasn't like the best chase ever. Let's put it that way for Shrek. I felt like there was pretty good hype behind Shrek, but unfortunately, I think there are still probably a lot available. So maybe the market's not there for a 15,000 piece.
I don't think there's any reason why they couldn't put out like 3 sodas a month. Like, I don't think that's, in the grand scheme of things, how much product Funko produces. I don't think that would be crazy. No. And that would still be, I feel like, manageable for most collectors to get, because not everybody's a completionist. I'm sure half the people, like you just said, Shrek came out and not everybody got Shrek. This is going to come out and not everybody's going to get this one because this doesn't fit everyone's collection. So, they could come out with a few. And
I had to highlight that my wife is actually upset that our 3-liter soda has not been
released.
Yeah,
Where's Maui?
just saying.
Where's that Freddy, man? Yeah, Susan. Exactly. You know, we're desperate for new sodas when John's excited for a clown. I was so excited for a clown, and
probably a bloody chase, right?
Yeah, because it doesn't look like, that's what I was gonna say too. On the silhouette of the Find the Chase, it doesn't look like it's a different mold. It looks like it's the same mold. So
yeah, I would expect a bloody chase. Could be the sunflower eyes chase, but I think either way, maybe a sunflower eye and bloody. I think all of those would be cool. I love the horror sodas. We don't have a big horror collection other than like Halloweenish stuff, but we do have pretty much all of the horror sodas. So I love this one. And if it's
I imagine, well, they said actually it was already revealed it's going to be a Hot Topic Scare Fair.
Thank you, Steven.
Exclusive, I think. So oh, look at this. A lot of soda collectors have abandoned ship. Oh, gloom and doom. Funko needs to turn it around.
They're going to be really mad once it all starts back up, and then they're like, "Oh, I gave up my."
I don't think as many soda collectors have abandoned ship as you think.
Well, I think, you know what? I think maybe abandoned ship. Like people, I love our soda still. I like, even if they stopped tomorrow, I'm not getting rid of them. Do you know what I mean? So. And again, there's a limited amount that are out there. They're not going to be reproduced. So, I mean, at that point, it's, you know, is there enough people to sustain, I guess, what's already out there? That I guess time will tell. I mean, the values have not tanked to a level that maybe some pop.
I mean, some. Oh yeah, no, pop values have definitely come down as a whole, a lot more than.
Yeah, soda. In all fairness, sodas have too, but not. I mean, they never maybe got high enough to drop where, you know, where some of the stuff is dropped to. But
I will say I can give put me as a collector out of it, put me as a content creator out of it, put me as a seller out of it, just looking at it from a business perspective, because I mean, I would say Joanna has seen a lot of different people in the community come across our way just looking to sell us whatever XYZ collection. And the most common type of soda collection that we get is people saying, hey, I have some extra commons, maybe a chase or two that they want to sell off. It's not like, here is, hey, I've been collecting sodas since the beginning and I want to sell all of them. Like a lot of people that we talk to, they're just selling off their extras and they're just kind of waiting around, but they don't want to sell off if they have been collecting since 2020, 2021, 2022. Soda chases have always been hard to get. And a lot of people, and when they had to buy multiple sodas or buy it on the aftermarket, I've seen a lot of people, like even people that agreed to sell us their chases at the last minute, they back out and they're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to sell them just because if they do come back, I don't want to regret it. And we're like, always, if you at the last minute decide to not sell us your collection, we're like, hey, we get it because we're collectors first. Like, keep your stuff. Don't sell it unless you want to or you have to. So I'm sure several people have sold off their collections, but the values are still great and it's still a lot of fun.
I think, listen, I think a lot of people have sold off their pop collections. I think a lot of people have sold off their soda collections. And then I think there's now I think where, you know, Michael might be onto something, is new people that are coming into the Funko atmosphere or whatever we want to call it. Because there's not new sodas, there's not a lot to get new collectors in that. With that being said, I think it's easier to hold on to a soda collection than holding on to a pop collection. If I had 100 sodas, I could store 100 sodas in 2 little totes. If I get 100 pops, like I got to have half a wing of a house to like put these all into storage. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there might be some closet soda people that maybe just put their stuff off to the side. They could build that hype back up, but I do think that they have to put out a little bit more than where they have, if they want to do that, unless they're just going to let it die out at some point, and then we'll find that out, I guess. But I'm still not getting rid of it. I love all of our sodas, and I hope that they keep pumping them out and we get them a little bit more.
I think showing that they're moving to a different manufacturer of the sodas and how
is making them
producing them,
right.
They're not gonna. I don't think they're just gonna go, because if they were doing that, they probably just would have said forget it. Like,
yeah,
just
I agree with
it
you.
and not made it. So I think it's just that, like you said, timing. I think a lot of it's what retailers are they going to really work with. People like Hot Topic and Box Lunch, which they've sold sodas since the very beginning. Both of those companies, that's where I first bought my sodas, at Hot Topic and Box Lunch. Like, those were the first places that had sodas in the stores. So I don't think they're going. I think that'll be a place that definitely will keep them happening.
Yeah.
You know, and a couple other retailers maybe, but not your big boxes. Your big boxes, your Walmarts, your Targets, those kind of things probably are going to stay clear just because they can't produce the numbers they want. And also, it's just like their stores aren't built for, like, they have to lock them down. They have to put them in these cases. They have to put them behind a, you know, 5 security locked thing.
I think the Hot Topic thing, I think, you know, I never see, like, when sodas drop, like, they're sold out every time. So, like, and that doesn't mean, like, I'm not trying to, like, build up some kind of false hype. I'm just saying that they don't have to bring in a crazy quantity that they can't sell through pretty easily. Now, how long they set on their website and that kind of thing, are they turning them over fast enough? I guess those are all things that we'll find out eventually. If you know, Hot Topic and Box Lunch, I like the way that they do the sodas. I'm hoping that we keep seeing them. Now we'll move on. We'll move past that.
I just had one more closing thought.
I had a feeling that you might, John.
I just had one more closing
you're
thought.
fine. We're passionate here.
Well, I'm very passionate, and we get a lot of weird DMs these days. So I am all about, like, get it all on the table. So 401, I completely appreciate your comments, man. And I do agree. Overall, Funko does need to act fast to keep the soda fan base alive.
I agree with that.
The one thing that I'll slightly disagree with, just because of my experience. I mean, I've been collecting for a decade now, so I think. You know, had the channel for 4 years. So I think we have a pretty good pulse on like seeing how people trend. I don't think it will be very hard to get people back into sodas if Funko decides tomorrow to drop some heat. If they say, hey, we're throwing up I don't know, 2,000 piece Shadow you know, from Sonic soda with a 400 piece chase, like, they could drop some characters, and if it's worthy of the hype, it will get people into it. And I can tell you that based on what I've seen from pop collectors. There were pop collectors that I knew that 2017, 2018, they woke up and they were like, you know what, this isn't for me anymore. And people change. People change in every hobby. They wake up one day and they sell all their Marvel Legends. They wake up one day and they sell all their Hot Toys. That was me. I woke up one day and sold off all my Hot Toys except for like 1 or 2. But then if the company like Funko puts out something that's worthy of the hype and worthy of the excitement, people do come back. And I've seen people come back time and time again, especially with Funko throughout the years. So
yeah, I think you're right.
If Funko wants the soda people, if they want the soda money, it's there. It's there for the taking. They just got to come out with stuff that's worthy of our money.
I think you're right. I think they do have to, but they have to be a little bit more. They got to get back to some kind of consistent drop though, too, because like if you're coming into this hobby and they're only dropping 1 soda every 2 months and you're only getting a couple here and there, there's not a lot to like build a lot of excitement behind it. I think you're right. They got to drop a good figure. And I think it's missed opportunities with these Freddies, with the cons. Like if they're really trying to do something with the soda line, they can't do these con sodas anymore without the chance of the chase. Build that hype back up, be a little bit more consistent. I mean, but that's if they are even trying to do that. We just don't know, I guess. We don't know enough to say that we are.
But there's something there. There's something there. Clearly somebody cares about sodas. Otherwise, they wouldn't be a premium option in the box of fun. They wouldn't be given out at fun days. If Funko didn't care about them anymore, they'd be like, hey, we're not doing them. Like,
well, and I also don't think like this Terrifier one that they're showing, like that doesn't feel like something that was like this license has to be somewhat newish. You know what I mean? Like if they were getting rid of sodas, why would they go with a new license that they got? Because they just started, and I don't know if it's a new license or not. So I'm kind of just putting that out there. But why would they just release the pops and now they're following up with the soda? I think that's I love that. I love that that's happening, and I'm excited. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful.
Not dropping
Richard, Stephanie, thank you very much. 15 months. I appreciate you guys.
Not dropping a Pirate Franny soda was a pure tragedy.
Huge mistake. Now, speaking of huge mistakes, do we think there now? What do you guys think of? I'll be honest. I don't love the mixture of the characters. I think it's like I don't know. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Now the carnageized one. Am I saying this right? Carnageized.
Yeah, sure.
Does that sound like it's right?
Venomized, so carnageized.
Yeah, I would say it's carnageized is what I'm calling these. I think these are kind of cool. I like the Venomized line though too, and I actually was like 92% complete on my Venomized line before I realized that I have too many collections to try to keep going with the Venomized line. So I probably won't pick up any of these, but I do think that they're super cool. What do you guys think of all of this stuff on the screen up here?
I like the carnage. I'm gonna have to.
It's hard, huh? Carnageized? You want me to keep saying it?
Carnified? I don't know.
Carnageized.
Those red ones. I like those. I'm not in love with the half and half. Yeah, the half and half looks kind of weird. So, especially the Wolverine. The Wolverine looks really odd.
Does the half and half like save you money, I guess? So you can turn them to the side one day and turn them to the other side the other day.
Josh, you come up with some. Honestly, you come up with fantastic ideas. I wouldn't have even thought about that until you just said that, but that would be kind of fun.
That's the only thing I get out of those. Vince, I did the very same thing as you with my Venomized. Recently, actually, I just removed them from a big area. I
only kept my Venom, and my Venoms I still got like 12 Venoms.
Regular Venoms because they're not part of the Venomized.
Exactly.
Line. I also kept Ghost Rider Venom because both of those are awesome. Kept both of those, and I kept Loki Venom because I love him. But other than, and then I think I have maybe one more. The Venomized line I kept. That's it.
Yeah,
I think I've had close to 100% maybe, or close to like 80, 80 to 100% of them.
I'm telling you, I was only missing, I think, 2 at the time. Like I missed out on the Walmart one, that one, the one that you were just talking, the Ghost Rider
one.
Yeah, I missed out on that one when that one dropped, and that kind of put like a sour taste in my mouth. And then they started releasing more, and it like got too big. But it is a great line. I think this Carnageized one will be very cool as well. And
I think they're cool. I think the problem is like if you don't want to, you want to go all in on them, it's going to be a lot. Just the FYI,
just get ready.
Just get a couple. Get the couple you really like. Like I would say that, like if you really like Captain America version of him, get that one. Get the, I don't know what all they're gonna have. I mean, are they gonna have the horse from the trailer as well too? Like the Carnageized, like Venomized, like everything. Like, are you gonna see weird other things? But it's gonna be too much. I think there's gonna be too many of them.
I think it'll get crazy.
Will there be one or two big ones though? Like the Venomized set had a couple big ones.
Yeah.
So the Ghost Rider was one of those that came in a t-shirt bundle. Loki's decent value, I believe. The Loki Target exclusive one.
Yeah, he used to be in the $30 range.
30, 40, I think. And then there might have, I can't remember, was there any Funko Shop exclusive ones?
I don't think so. I think that most of those came out and most were not exclusives. There was like Loki, I think
there was like a good like mix. Like if they did, I think they did a Groot and then they did one with the t-shirt bundle. They did
yes.
Like I love the big one. I kept that, the 10-inch Venomized Groot.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that was a good one. Awesome. I think I had that. That might have been one that I don't have anymore though.
But I kept out of box. Like it just looks cool.
Yeah, you have to. 10-inch, you have to.
Yeah.
These I'm excited for. Oh,
these mystery minis.
And our conversation about mystery minis and about stuff being in stores. I don't know what stores Funko is in, including like Hot Topic. Like I've gone into Hot Topic looking for these new Mandalorian minis. I can't find them. And the people who I've spoken to who work there, they have no idea. They're like
Five Below.
They can't order them.
Oh, really?
Well, Five Below just has the
They got the
they have
ones
closed
that are
ones,
not a
too.
mystery.
Yeah,
They have some closed ones too. Not all of them, but I have seen some actual mystery mini.
This whole Spider-Man set of minis is amazing. I already pre-ordered all the pops from Ralphie's and such, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, the Miles Iron Spider. I mean, another symbiote. I mean, maybe we didn't need another symbiote suit, Spider-Man, but this is probably the best one.
It's the best symbiote suit.
I know, right?
So
it is. These were good.
So, John, the weird thing is they're all on their website, though. I just went on Hot Topic to see, like, the mystery mini. These are actually on sale, 30% off right now.
Yeah, but Josh, sometimes I don't want to order everything online. Sometimes
you want to go in and have the experience.
Isn't that weird? Like, they're all
look at you, old man. You know what? Congratulations, John. You really have come over to the dark side, huh?
I just want to walk into a store.
You find the first gray hair too.
He buys so much stuff.
Check those sideburns. I don't know. I feel like it started.
They're $8.90 for mystery mini.
Yeah, like I want to be able
no
to
wonder why the rewinds were $12
with my hot cash and just buy a couple. Like I can't buy a couple minis. Like they don't have a couple 100 cases of minis in the back. Like they don't take up that much space. If they have a whole wall full of, the Shrek Funko Pop, you think they would have?
I haven't seen the Shrek minis, the mystery minis at Hot Topic. I grabbed a couple.
I'm just saying, it must be geographical.
Your Hot Topic is.
I've been a homeowner for 2 months now. Look what I've aged 30 years. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't really understand. Is Bane from the video game or something? Like this is the weirdest Bane I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's from the Arkham game.
Okay, that's why that does not resonate.
But he doesn't glow. He doesn't have a glow sticker. Like I've seen someone post. Does he glow?
Yeah, this does glow, does it not?
But he doesn't have a glow sticker. Is that weird to anyone else?
Yeah, that is weird, Josh. Okay. It definitely is weird, Josh.
It's not like a new GameStop sticker that says glow or something like that.
No, they probably just forgot to put it on the glam.
I've seen people already getting this at GameStop, correct?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people already picking it up.
Yeah. So go check your GameStop.
I like the Fear of Gas Batman. I remember this scene. This scene is so terrifying in this movie. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like he has a gas problem going on there.
Josh, you had to ruin it for me. Can't buy it now. Okay, I can. Actually, this box looks kind of cool with the yellow and black on the top too. I'll probably get this one.
And it's like so dark.
I kind of love the way they did it. It looks like the eyes are like the bleeding black eyes are going to be glossy with the rest of the flat black. I think this might look really cool in person.
I think they are coming out with a new Bane Crimson Ghost. I think you're in luck.
Yeah, we've got actually several more from DC, which I mean now they've gone outside the Batman for the 85th. It's the 85th year, right?
Yeah, 85th.
And I just saw they announced they're doing Marvel 85th year too. Like, are we going to do this every 5? I just finished my 80th year.
5 years. Just get ready.
The 80th year collection. Literally, I just bought the last 2 pops I needed for all of them because the 80th year line was pretty huge.
I'm just waiting for the 100-year line. That's all.
Well, I'm going to wait for the 100-year line. I'm not buying all the 80. Well, maybe I will. If there's different ones, I'll probably get the 85th year. But
90, and then you have to buy 95, and then 100. Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Okay, fine. I'll do all that. I'll just do all that.
As long as the 100 aren't as bad as the
honestly, anything to make a buck, and it's not just Funko. Every single toy company, if they can slap an anniversary logo on their packaging and make some more product to make
Lego definitely does the same thing as well.
Oh yeah,
I'd seen they started doing some color swaps and stuff like that too. So
they've done, so creepy.
They've done a bunch of stuff that I'm not thrilled with either. Yeah. So it's not just every company has its highs and its lows.
They're trying to get that cash. I mean,
that's
you can't blame them. They're a business.
Just trying to make the moolah.
Okay, so nobody's feeling these. Anybody picking these up?
No, they're cool. I'm excited for them.
Are you going to get these? John, I'm sorry, we only take honesty on this channel. Are you going to actually buy these? I understand you think they're cool, but are you going to purchase them?
Like the other ones you did pre-order.
Will I buy them No. If
Okay.
if not, when we
not one in a
inevitably
mystery
pull
box,
them in a mystery box, yes, I'll keep them.
Okay. There we
Okay.
go.
So, hey, so you would squirrel these away if you get them in a mystery box. You're gonna get them. You're
No,
gonna
if
squirrel them.
I get them in a mystery box, like depending on, I don't know how much, I know how much space we have, but I don't know how many shelves I'm going to dedicate to DC. I would
Right.
like to go back and finish my 80-year line. I would like to also go back, and I have a small pet peeve about part of my collection that I really need to fix because it has been bothering me for years. In my original DC boxes, some of them are the newer, like DC superhero, or newer, some of the newer style boxes, and then I have some of the older style. I want to get I just want to get all of one because it bothers me. So I do like that about the 80th and now the 85th line where all the boxes are uniform. I do like that. So yeah, I will definitely. I love Batman. I love all the Batman movies.
Okay. Appreciate your honesty. I listen. So these are the SNL. You can't see it that good, but this is the SNL line. I thought this was kind of clever. I thought this. What do you guys think of these?
I mean, it's good to see like the classic characters from SNL. I mean,
Yeah,
some people have no clue who some of these are, I think. So.
No, but listen, who doesn't know Chris Farley is the guy down by the river? You know what I'm saying? In the van down by the river, like. I think that some of these characters are just so like classic that I thought this was kind of cool. And I'm not a people pop collector, but I might get this Chris Farley one. I could see me picking that one up.
Yeah, SNL is great. I love SNL. I won't be picking up these pops. I got too many superheroes and Star Wars and Freddy to worry about, but these are cool.
I mean, do these fit too much of the like people pop for you, Vin? So.
No, I'm telling you, I'm probably. I'm not joking. Will I go and actually buy Matt Foley? I might. I like Chris Farley that much. I was a huge. Believe it or not, I'm a little bit of a jokester, guys. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not. But for me, like Chris Farley, when he crashed through the dining room table like every week, I loved it. Like that's nostalgic for me for whatever reason. I like the old classic characters. I think these are going to be pretty popular in my opinion. Not like insane, but yeah, I think I might. And I'm not a people person at all, pop collector at all. I'll probably own Matt Foley. I could see me picking that one up.
And if you guys didn't know, they have made several of the SNL characters as pops too. So if you have
didn't they do? Did they do Gilda Radner?
They've done a bunch. They've done Target Lady. They've done.
They did D in the Box.
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't want to say that one. I was like, think of anything else.
Of course, Josh. We knew Josh was going to say that.
Josh threw it right out there. All right.
We knew that was going to happen.
Did they do the two brothers? The
Watabi brothers?
Yeah, did they do that?
They might have. Did they? Because if they got that, I got to get that one.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like they have.
That was oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go watch old reruns of Saturday Night Live. I forgot about those. To be honest with you, I thought this was something new. Yeah, the Night of the Roxbury. I think it was the Watabi or Wasabi brothers. I don't remember. Yeah, the cheerleaders are good. You know what? What was the ones? I think it was Will Ferrell that played the piano and he had his wife. Whenever I watch Me and Brie sometimes on our videos, I like picture us as those people. I can't remember what. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I know what one you're talking about.
Search it up at some point and then just picture my face on that guy, and I feel like it kind of translates, believe it or not.
So as soon as I saw the Ghost Butthead, I was like, since they didn't show it in the first drop, I was like, it's going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. And I knew that.
I love this.
By the way, I love so
Cornholio
from the 90s here. Fun little fact. I had a friend, and we both had the Beavis and Butthead shirts like this. One of us had Beavis, one had Butthead.
Josh, I'm gonna need to see a picture at some point.
I want to see this.
I know, but yeah, this was like a cartoon. I hate that. So I have these on DVD. When they came out on DVD years and years ago, I think I still have them. The bad thing is they couldn't get all the rights to all the music videos, I think. So they don't have all the time when they're watching. So I was waiting for a deluxe with a couch, with the two of them sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's going to be coming. But I think it's fun that they're making these because it kind of went away for a long time. Like,
yeah, no, they only made the two characters, right?
Yeah.
They just had Beavis and Butthead, and those are both Grails. And now, and I like when they don't do just like they don't come back and just do the regular pose. You got the ghost one. I remember that was like their Christmas episode. And Cornholio, the guy in the middle. John, do you resonate with these at all? I mean, were you into Beavis and Butthead at all? No.
I know who Beavis and Butthead is, and I remember when I was in high school, it was like a big thing. But I was
the movie probably came out. Maybe the movie Beavis and Butthead.
Was it a show too?
It was a show.
Oh, it was definitely a show.
Yeah, no, I was definitely not allowed to watch it.
So fun. Another fact: Daria came from this show.
Yeah, Daria was from Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. She got her own spinoff. Yeah, I love Beavis and Butthead. I might not pick all of these up, but I might pick up that Cornholio. I definitely have done the Cornholio around my house a couple times back in the day.
Like I could have seen like a Chase version of one of them, and they have the chainsaw that cut off their finger.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of crazy stuff. Like
there's
it's fun. They made a Funko Shop exclusive out of these two. I think that's a fun way to do it. I'm surprised they chose that one instead of the Great Cornholio. I think the Great Cornholio would have been a bigger sell.
I agree with you.
I'm sure they'll make it.
A flocked one. Let's get a flocked Cornholio. I feel people like Buffy. I don't know about you guys. People ask for like Buffy the Vampire Slayer pops all the time.
Pretty strong cult following.
They have to have a big following.
So we looked at the one in the middle is the Gentleman. We have the Gentleman out there, and we were trying to look at it and like, what's the difference? Like, there's so slight of like difference from the original Gentleman mold.
That's crazy. Usually they don't do that.
Like, it doesn't seem like shockingly different. Where the other ones are pretty different, I would say. I'd say the Gentleman is closer to the original mold than any of the other ones.
I like that Barnes and Noble's getting some exclusives.
I was about to say that. Return of the Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
You know, Barnes and Noble used to be such a great place to go pop hunting. Like we had some of our funnest pop hunts at Barnes and Noble for whatever reason. It was just they had rows and rows and rows of them, and you'd always be able to get some kind of a deal. And it's kind of it's been a bummer with a lot of pop hunting in general anymore. But you know, I like seeing exclusives go to stores like that because again, you can get them online, but it's more fun if they bring them into the stores and you got to go to the store again.
The last big pop that I remember, oh my God, this was so long ago. This was 2019, season 1 Mandalorian. The Mandalorian and IG-11 2-pack was at Barnes & Noble, and I had to have it. And I remember my sister-in-law, Rita, she found it. She was at a Barnes & Noble. I remember she called me. I was like, buy it. I needed it so bad. And I was so excited that she found it in the store because everybody was grabbing it and they were flipping it for like $70.
That thing got up to like $100 for a long time.
It did. I got up there for a little while. So yeah, bring back. That's what I'm saying. Bring back the stores. Bring back the distribution. Do it.
We want to go shopping again, and stores.
It's not that we want to go shopping. It's that we want to be in. We're already in the store anyway. Like,
yeah,
maybe not Barnes and Noble because nobody reads anymore. But maybe if we were in Barnes and Noble,
I read with my ears.
Everyone goes. I bet you everybody in here goes to the Barnes and Noble toy section every time they're there. You just got to cruise through it. You just got to see what's up, you know, especially around Christmas time. And then like after the sales and everything. So yeah, I would definitely cruise through the pop section. Would love to see some new pops on the shelves.
So 2 years ago, we met Spike, who's James Marster. He's played Spike. He was at MegaCon, and we got a signed Spike. We got Spike autographed by him and stuff like that. That was cool. He's 62. I would not believe it.
Wow.
You see him? He's 62. He just turned 60.
Really?
We were just talking about him the other day, Shannon and I, because we saw his birthday. He turned 62 like 2 days ago.
Looks amazing. How do I look older than him? Dang.
He's doing, but it's crazy. Yeah, James.
Good for him. Good for him.
So that's cool that they're bringing some new Funko Pops back. He does some of the cons and stuff like that. So maybe people can get some and get them signed if they don't have a Spike.
Yeah, I think that's why people, because I think they do the, I think most of them do the circuit.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people, the autograph thing is it's a deal for sure with some of these. So I grabbed these two pictures because honestly, two of my favorite drops of the week was Felix the Cat and Wolfman. Did anybody pick up Wolfman, or are you guys waiting, or are you not picking it up, or how are we feeling about those boxes? I think I want to get the other ones. I have not purchased the other ones, but that's why I made sure to get the Wolfman, because I was I was a little leery that it would have maybe sold out in the first couple weeks here. So I wanted to pick that one up.
I'm surprised it didn't sell out. Actually.
I kind of was too.
I was kind of bummed. So I actually got that, and I got a couple other things that had I wanted to try for a chase for that redrop.
Did you get that the Queen?
The Tails and the Sonic that redrop, the exclusives that had chases.
Okay, you got that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys seen it. The Queen 3-liter went on sale for $12.
I did see that. Yeah.
But I went and got this, and I got a couple of them, and I ordered everything in order. Had it all in my cart, on my phone, checked out, went to go pay. I won't do Apple Pay. I'm going to go just check out the regular way. Comes up with some error, clears my cart totally.
Oh, I got
go back in, add everything
problem.
back in. And I'm like, all right, I know what to search for. I know what I'm looking for. Add it in. Pay by Apple Pay this time instead. I'm like, last way, I don't want to clear my card again. I'm going to just pay by Apple Pay. Well, I guess when it cleared my card, it also logged me out, so I didn't get my points. I was like, all right, I'm missing out on all these points I would get.
Son of a gun.
So I emailed them, and they were like, oh, sorry, nothing we can do, reconnect it to your account. I'm like, all right, can you just cancel my order and I'll reorder everything again? I feel like it's how can you not connect it back to someone's account? Especially I use my email, I use the address, email, everything that's attached to my account. I'm like, it's your system that logged me out and kicked me out. I've had it happen numerous times. I don't know if anyone else has had that happen recently on the Funko Shop. Certain times when you do different types of payment,
I've got kicked out. You know what?
It just clears your cart too.
I've had it clears
your cart.
Yeah, I get that all the time that it clears my cart, but I'll be honest, I just don't pay attention enough to see if I didn't get my points or not.
Well, I went to check my order. I wanted to make sure everything went.
Oh, and it wasn't in the
account, and it's not attached to my account. So it's I got the email for it, but it's not attached to my account. So this is a pain in the butt.
That Evil Queen 3-liter is actually still on sale for $12.
Yeah.
They must have had so many left over. They must have only sold 200 of those at the beginning. I can't believe that it's a pretty good 3-liter too, really.
I think that the chase of it, I don't know. It's
okay, the chase is not the best.
Hey, maybe it'll sell well, here's the thing. I mean, the live action Snow White movie is finally coming out, so maybe it'll sell then.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe people just don't want that soda.
The other ones were on sale a little bit, right?
All the coolers. Did you guys pick up any coolers? Everybody's
I've got so many. I've got coolers for days. I opened none of my coolers. I've literally got 6 or 7 coolers here.
I ordered 50 of them, so
I believe it.
They're on sale.
I'm waiting for them to go to 50% off again.
I've seen a lot of people love this.
Everybody's pretty good. I mean,
I've seen a lot of people clamoring for this Warcraft.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. You guys are probably not big gamers, and I don't think I'm a huge gamer, but
it looks cool. The mold
does look cool.
This is the kind of thing I kind of hate with it, though. They do such a good job with the molds, but you
don't get the pop
out and be alone. You have to keep them in this thing, and then do you take this out of the box thing then, and then yeah, I think this would have been awesome just pop by itself.
Yeah.
I get they're trying to do these, and they make more money off of doing these, but in Ultimate, I think they would make more money off of just doing these as a pop in a really awesome mold. Truthfully, I think they would sell a lot more of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean,
honestly, shout out to gamers. I don't know how people have time to game, but it's awesome that people can.
Man, I did for a couple weeks and that ended quickly.
Yeah, between my job, YouTube, whatnot, there's not much time.
Jeff, you are like full on, dude. Like you're really into this adulthood at this point. I'm feeling
his back hurts. His knee
my back is killing me tonight. I actually just had to go stretch for like 20 seconds because it hurts right now.
You see what
I didn't go. I didn't go to PT. We had too much going on.
John, when you wake up in the morning, you go, oh.
You need to start doing yoga, John. Yoga.
I was actually. It's it's the greatest irony of life. So I started out 2024, and I made a commitment to myself. Right. I was starting to get back into like the best shape of my life. I ran like 6 miles 2 days before I got injured. Like I was feeling great. I was doing a little bit of yoga, not advanced yoga. I was doing like beginner yoga. I was feeling great. And now I feel awful. I put on like 20 pounds. I'm disgusting.
Wow.
My therapist, my physical therapist even said it. I walked into PT 2 days ago and he's like, dude, you've put on a lot of weight. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. Like I can't run. I can't work out.
I saw you 2 weeks ago and you.
Well, he was just saying since I started PT at the beginning of the summer, he's like, I don't mean to be mean, but he's like, you've put on a good amount of weight. And I was just like, Portuguese wife.
I mean,
she makes really good food.
Listen, I'm going to put this disclaimer out for everybody in the chat here tonight. If you ever have to say, I don't mean to be mean, the next words out of your mouth are going to be super mean. You guys all learn something here. Okay. Yeah. If you say, I'm not trying to be mean, you're going to be mean. So maybe say that before you tell somebody that they look completely out of shape.
I tried to play it off cool because like there was, it's like a public place. There's like other people there, like having their.
You didn't cry? Is that what you're trying to say? You didn't?
No, I mean, like, to be honest, I was like, all right, say whatever you got to say. Like, can you please massage my shoulders? Like, I don't care. Like, you do what you got to do. But like, I don't know. Like, I've never had to do PT before in my life, but I live. So my PT sessions are like an hour long. First 15 minutes is just like warming up. Second 15 minutes is stretching. Third 15 minutes is I have to do like these like very light muscle workouts and stuff. The last 15 minutes is when they massage me. I live for that 15 minutes when he rubs his hand. Oh my God. I'm like, yes, do it.
Man, if anybody watches this and takes it out of context, the last like 3 sentences you just said could be.
Oh yeah. I'd like,
pretty poorly.
They massage my back, massage my shoulder. Yeah. It's not, no.
Oh boy. Well, we got Hunter here. I mean, I'd rather talk about how the guy is massaging John's back, but we do have Hunter, the whole.
I mean, at least they're all new characters, but the one. I think, yeah. At least they're all new characters, but the one. I mean,
yeah, but you got kill you. I can't say her name. Killua.
Killua.
Killua. Yeah, it's Killua. Zoldyck, right? Zoldyck. Am I saying that like bad or wrong?
I don't know. That's close.
Okay, well, and it looks like some of her family members.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
you got Jing Freeze, which is Gon's dad, right?
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
I actually watched this anime, so we watched all of it. Actually, it's a pretty good anime. There's like weird arcs. There's one season that's a really long arc season. But it's a good anime. I mean, I'm glad there's like a variety of characters that just not doing the same mold over of same characters.
Yeah, they're filling out all the anime lines at this point.
I mean, there's a lot of characters in anime, so it's easy to do characters. I think
looks like there's a lot of potential anime coming for NYCC. So I said it in my video Monday. I think I'm going to give up Star Wars because
Star Wars is getting a little lack.
Yeah.
And then, so Hunter. I think there's enough fans that'll go after some of these.
Oh, definitely.
There's
Yeah,
gonna
definitely.
be exclusives. Where's the exclusives though? We haven't seen those yet. So I think there's still gonna be more coming.
That's the thing. Like now, now when we see releases, until I see the exclusives, I really like. I kind of just I slow play
I'm not gonna
everything because I
pre-order
want to
any.
make sure that there's not going to be a glow variant or, especially in some of the stuff that I don't need to be like 100% complete on. So quick little thing with the NFT. Star Wars Redemption ends tomorrow. Make sure you guys redeem your coins.
And if you want to buy a coin right now, prices are actually going. Some are decent, and some have gone way up. Like, I think the Darth Vader one has doubled. I think right now, what's left, the lowest one, decent for the royalty. I think he $60-70 for the royalty. I think the Grail isn't too crazy. Just remember these are deluxe pops, so they're a little
Yes.
bigger. But I don't know. These are all pretty limited pieces, so it'll be interesting to see final numbers on these at the end, especially like the royalty and the Grail and that kind of thing.
Oh, and also, I forgot to put I didn't forget to put it. I didn't put a slide in, but Tuesday is the Turtles drop. So that's going to be huge.
That's going to sell out. I have not seen. I mean, we've seen hype for NFTs, but we've had a few people like same thing, like brand new people, never done NFTs before, like reaching out, going like, "How do I get these?" Like, so they're with all these fire IPs that they're dropping, like they're pulling in more people. So
yeah, we're going to be all over that one for sure.
And then the delay on the Transformers Monster Pete brought up. There's a delay on all those. I guess they got some either wrong shipments, bad shipments. Something happened.
I mean, really,
some kind of mess.
Did they put any kind of time frame? Because I don't remember reading it.
They just said I think later this fall.
I mean, really, that doesn't bother me that much. I mean, honestly, it feels like we just redeemed them.
Yeah. How long we waited in the past for them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, later, like if it's another 2 months, I'm not super concerned with it. I mean, I got like 12. I think I got 12 or 13 items coming, so went pretty big into Transformers and Turtles. I'll probably go. You know what I did? Real quick side tangent. I actually went back and I picked up. I finished my set of cards from the first series. And they're, they hold pretty good value, to be honest. Like the older Turtles cards. I actually finished up the set. I think I spent like $20 to finish the old set of NFTs. I wonder if anybody else is going to do anything crazy like that.
Actually, you didn't get that set, the royalty set?
No. Because I didn't get any packs.
That Freddy's awesome.
I know.
I don't remember if I got packs or not. I might have just bought everything on the aftermarket. Or bought packs on the aftermarket. One of the two.
I know I'm like super late to the party by the time I was able to unbox this and everything and get it in hand. But can I just say I love this?
Is that not the best?
I love this Freddy so much. Like I can't tell you guys. Like I'm actually, because of this Freddy, I started looking at the prices. I want to get the entire Amazing Carlos line.
Oh, it's very cheap.
Great.
Well, there's not that many. No, but there's two expensive ones. I think there's.
Oh, you're talking the Amazing Carlos. Oh, I'm thinking you were talking the NFT line. You're talking the Amazing Carlos.
No, like the OG, like the.
Yeah, there's a couple con ones that are a little bit expensive.
Yeah, I want them.
They are great. That is one of the best. I'm almost. I'm set. Like when you just showed that right now, I almost threw up in my mouth a little bit. Sorry for the graphic detail, but I am really disappointed in myself that I didn't pick that one up. I had a chance and
several times. Not that bad.
The aftermarket was cheap for a while. It was like $70. I mean, if I could have got it for 65, because a couple did go for 65. If I would have got it for 75, but I couldn't get it for below 80 every time I checked, and I cheaped out. And it's a great one, but
yeah, I think it's safe to say a few people asked me the other day, and I was like, "Oh, it's a really good topic to bring up really quickly." But we kind of have talked about it before. The NFT Freddies have become better than the Fun Days Freddies.
Oh
Just
yeah,
the mold.
Oh yeah.
Even though like some of them are higher piece count compared to the Fun Days Freddies, they're way better.
I mean,
as a whole,
the stuff sitting over here. I mean, we got
Jake. There's a couple exceptions.
Jake, that's fun. Like, look at the mold. It's such a great mold.
Yeah, we just got our tune. Which that one I won't even show. That one's
I didn't
not
get any
that
from
great.
that line. I don't think I picked up any from that line, Ben.
I got the Daffy Duck. I thought the Daffy Duck was amazing.
I think they look good. I think some of them are just like,
that's clean. Yeah, that's nice.
He's got his little boxing glove on.
I didn't like the Freddy that much. That's
the Freddy, I'll be honest, this is one of the weakest Freddys. I just was so close to the royalty.
Freddy, that's all.
Yeah, it's too similar. It's a cool pose.
It's a great pose. Like it's a cool like Michael Jordan-esque pose, but like, yeah, it's not my favorite Freddy. No doubt about that. Well, guys, listen, I can't even believe 2 hours just flew by like that. But would we like to go over what we have coming up over this next week? John, would you please do the honors and get us started here tonight?
Yeah, I actually have a kind of a cool announcement. Joanne and I are moving, as most of you guys know, but this time it's for real. So we kind of we had some bad news and some good news kind of happen this week, and we just kind of had to make a decision. So as you guys know, or some of you guys may know, we do a big charity show once a year for Toys for Tots. It is our biggest event as a whole in terms of preparation, planning, man hours, just everything that we have to do or that we want to do because we put on this event. But now it's actually kind of getting bigger, which is exciting. Now we have companies reaching out and people wanting to get involved. And Joanne and I are, unfortunately, and it's not really our fault, it's just things happen and we are limited by finances. We are 6 weeks behind on our renovations. So we are now moving into our house before a majority of the renovations have been completed, which is going to be a challenge because I didn't want to be in this position where we were going to be living and then, doing major construction in multiple rooms and us having to like live around them, specifically with the kitchen, having us, eat in like on a little table with like an air fryer and a,
Yeah, we did it for a year with 2 kids in the house. You'll make it.
We'll make it. Yeah, we'll make it. In a perfect world, I was hoping that we could be here and then move in once everything was done, but we can't do that. So we are moving in on Wednesday permanently to Pennsylvania, which means we have to get all of our stuff out of New Jersey and over to Pennsylvania. So long story short, we are doing a lot of whatnot auctions this weekend because Joanna and I we are only paying for one more truck. We have actually been shuttling over our stuff from New Jersey to Pennsylvania. And God, I did not realize. I mean, I knew we had a lot of stuff because we moved a lot of stuff from Massachusetts to New Jersey. But what we didn't factor in is we've always had a storage unit here in New Jersey. We've always had items here in our family's house. And we legit want to just move every single item we own to our house in Pennsylvania. So we're only getting a 20-foot truck on Wednesday, which means a lot of the stuff in this house we have to sell right now. And it was stuff that I was hoping we could parcel out and sell for the remainder of the year. So we're doing a lot of auctions this weekend. There's going to be a ton of giveaways because there's just not enough time to sell everything that we need to sell. Everything's got to go. So if you guys aren't doing anything, come on over. I've got videos ready to post all weekend as well. Joanna and I finally got enough sodas to do a soda battle. So we have a soda battle dropping on Saturday. But once again, just want to thank all you guys for the support. And we have to move into the house now in order for Toys for Tots to happen. If we don't move in now, Toys for Tots is not going to happen. So we got to do it. But
amazing.
So it's my life.
Fun. Josh?
Sure. We got nothing going on now. We have a little charity auction ourselves going on next week. 1 week.
How is it there already?
Little 1 week.
Crazy.
End of August already.
7 p.m. But pay attention to the Instagram because there's going to be more to drop on the website, not just on Whatnot. So we're probably going to drop most of the mystery boxes on our website instead of Whatnot, just because it's easier to ship out to everyone. If you're not on Whatnot, you don't have to worry about it. We don't have to open them all live, which takes the longest. I think that's the hardest part about doing it. If we do X amount of mystery boxes for the charity and do them all on live, it just takes a long time. Plus, we have a lot of stuff that we want to auction off that people did send over that we're auctioning off live. So if you're into mystery boxes, and I know people have channels and other things they want to do with them too, so that way you get them shipped, they're still a surprise to you. We're probably going to do a higher end box on the website and then also a soda box on the website. So pay attention for those. So like an $80 box, I'm thinking, and then soda boxes will have some great chases and other opportunities to score some good stuff. And then everyone's also going to get the cool. Everyone that gets a soda mystery box will get one of these at least in their box. And then also we'll have them for sale as well on the Whatnot. And then some like supporter packs with some extra special stickers that we got and stuff like that for the charity auction as well. And then we got a ton of other great things from a lot of community members that are probably here on the live as well too. And some companies and some things that have been sent over, and some things are still on their way. We have no idea how much we'll actually totally have, but Shannon and I are donating a good amount of stuff of our own for the charity auction as well, because we believe in it, and that's why we do it and we make it happen. So hopefully you can come out. If you haven't hit for some reason that bookmark, or haven't shared it with someone this week, or shared it with another person that might be interested, or collector group or something like that, please do that. Just take a minute, share it with them, get people out there, and we'll have some fun all next week. So probably have some more announcements like Wednesday night, and then Thursday during PFO, and then of course Friday we have our auction from 7 p.m. to whenever we stop, I guess. Who knows how long it'll go.
Yeah, and you got some cool stuff too. Like I know you were teasing, you were telling us a little bit about before the show, so it's gonna be some heat that Josh has.
Some awesome stuff, and not just Funko Pops and Funko Sodas. There'll also be some cool, like sold out, you can't buy them like anymore, designer toys and stuff like that as well too. So really cool things.
You're up, Vince.
Oh, my turn. Well, you know what?
Videos.
Guys,
sorry, I thought Josh was on. I'm sorry.
Videos. We'll have videos. We'll have videos, but we'll show off some cool stuff with our videos as well too.
Yes, you're gonna do videos too.
Yeah, we'll do some videos.
I thought he was done talking. I'm so sorry.
Well, listen, I'm gonna do the opposite. Yeah, we got videos, so I'm gonna put that out first. So we got videos on whichever days we release them. I think it's on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So those will be this week. But what I'd like to say is, guys, go check out these two gentlemen's auctions this week. If you guys could stop by on our auction as well on Tuesday. But honestly, I will push you to John's auction on, I believe you're doing Friday and Saturday. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, it might be every day. I don't know. It just
might be every day. It might be every day for the next.
And I don't here. Full disclaimer. I don't promote Whatnot as much on our stream because I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, they're just putting out videos, they're putting out content because they make money. Like, we are working towards a goal, and I want to get back to doing only one stream a week. And ultimately the goal for me and Joanna is to only do a stream once a month. I do love doing the auctions, but I really only want to do it once a month. It's about the money right now because we're renovating our house. We're trying to get a fence. Like, there's other things that we have to do, but ultimately, like, the three of us have our channels because we love making content. We love this community and we love collecting. So, but yeah, I don't like promoting it. I don't like saying it in videos. I don't like saying it on PFO, but this weekend we got to move some stuff.
Like I always say, it is what it is. Sometimes it is what it is. So guys, go check out these guys streams next week. We got videos like I said, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. That's pretty much it. Guys, thank you so much. Hopefully I did not lie when I said this was the best PFO that we've ever had. Maybe I did. You guys are going to have to watch the whole thing again and decide and get to this point and make that decision. Regardless, thank you for showing up tonight. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Next Thursday, we are on. Did we decide yet? Was it on Josh's channel or John's?
Hey, John. We're back on John.
John's?
We'll probably be on one of you two because John will not be available next week.
Okay, then we're going to be on Josh's or our channel. We'll decide. We're going to figure it out, and we will let you guys know. Sorry to put all of us on the spot here. With that being said, guys, have an amazing evening. We'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. Everybody stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys next Thursday for PFO.